Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Love's pass.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few 1st and 10, but he's better off.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Akers. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Jaguars 7, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line. He'll just... The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
3 yards.
On 4th down, Love. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Denzel Mims, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts. They set up the screen to Chubb, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 13, Patriots nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Defense wins championships, man. Hit the street. Hit the street. Check, check, check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Hurts. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And some room to work. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown,
Cam Akers. 47 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Jaguars.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check, 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 check.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Patriots nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And incomplete on the deep ball. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A second down throw for Love. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 bucks.
Working out of the gun. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
To the air again. Love. A little juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still going. They can't stop him. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
54 Mike. Come on.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, smash. Check, smash. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check, right.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position.
20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going to fire one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 87. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
42-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Hurts will throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
Patriots 6.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Number 87.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check safety, check safety.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
The Patriots 13-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
From 13 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars 44, Patriots 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Way to go, boy. Way to get us started now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Gonna let one fly. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Patriots 12.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the Jaguar first.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time.
The running back.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Vince Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quartering it to the runner and then called that play.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.